What's up, guys? Well, it's the morning after the trip from Havana. As you saw, it was it was a great experience, but a harrowing one because when I was at the airport, as I reported in that last video, man, I was on pins and needles. To give you an idea of what I had in my carry-on, this basically encompasses everything that I had brought back in two checked bags and a carry-on bag and a backpack. So I couldn't give a visual in the airport, obviously, but basically in each of my checked-in bags, I had almost about 50 pieces each. So basically 100 pieces in each checked-in bag. That's way over the limit. Normally, two bundles or 50 pieces per checked-in bag, you're pretty much safe and good to go. You're really not going to be. I have not had a problem just going with the standard 2 or 50 pieces. And I'm talking about custom rolls and farm rolls, unbanded stuff, not stuff in boxes that you purchase. Those you should always carry on with you, along with facturas, but receipts. But with the custom rolls and the unbanded stuff, I always put 50 per checked-in bag, so a total of 100, and then 25 has always been sort of the rule, but you may go 50 pieces in your carry-on. So in reality, 150 pieces is pretty safe. Pretty safe. Anything beyond that, like my dumbass, in pushing the envelope just to see what I could do, I got really lucky. Really lucky. So basically, I had almost 100 per check-in bag, so that's 200. I had another, I want to say, another 100 in my carry-on, which is way over the limit. When I had two bags in my carry-on, I got lucky for two reasons. Number one, they did not take out the cigars and individually count them. Number two, I also had a bag of 25 customs in my backpack. So in total, I had 125 when I should only have 50. And theoretically, they could have confiscated 75, left me with 50. And according to a good friend of mine, Cody, who has been stopped before, guys who have been stopped in Havana, during your security check-in, said that they take you to a room, they take your cigars, you're asked out that money, and they put you on a list, I guess a watch list. That's the first I've heard of that. But, everyone has a different experience. What one person experiences in Havana is going to differ from the other. And as the Cubans say, welcome to Cuba, or bienvenido a Cuba. So the coffee is not a big deal. I took some coffee. Serrano is pretty much from everyone, all the Cubans agree, Serrano is the best. There's other coffees. There's another brand called Cubita, which is in a black package. There's another brand that's in green, but that's not typically considered the top. Serrano, and there's also Guantanamera, but Serrano is the only one available at this time, and this one is the best brand currently right now available in Havana. However, that may change tomorrow, but the shops were fully stocked on coffee, and there's no limit. You can bring as much coffee as you want, and this is some great stuff. Let me give you a rundown of what I brought back. And again, I don't recommend, guys, you bring back or attempt to bring back this much. I stood to lose a lot, and you know what? If you get through like this, great. But if you do get stopped and they do confiscate you, man, that's a bitter pill to swallow, especially not just losing your cigars, but the money that you've invested. So anyway, Plenty of custom rolls from shops. Definitely farm rolls. Picked up farm rolls. I didn't pick up as many farm rolls this time around because I picked up a lot of custom rolls from shops. I actually have a locker now in the Malia Havana because the manager there and the ladies who are good friends of mine, I was fortunate enough and they gifted me a nice locker. So I kept I kept probably about 3 to 4 bundles of shop custom rolls in my locker in the Malia Havana. And I plan on going back in October and also making another group trip with a few friends in January or possibly February during the festival. Although the festival, I'm not really interested in attending. I've done it once, but the prices are just ridiculous. And the shelves are going to be emptied out by the Chinese when they come. But I'm considering maybe going a week before the festival or possibly in January. A week before the festival, from what I hear, is the best because the shops will be fully stocked and they have everything good to go. So if you guys are interested in meeting up in Havana, I'd love to give you a custom roll. We can smoke it inside the beautiful shop inside the Malia Havana. But yeah, these are my haul. This is my haul. I have no boxes or I did smoke some regular stuff like Partagas D4, Hoyo de Monterey Epicure #2, Diplomatico #2. But in all honesty, guys, for the prices of the normal production Habanos, I just find that on an equivalent basis and much more value, the custom rolls and the farm rolls are just that's where the value and the quality of what you're used to smoking in Habanos is the way to go. So anyway, again, I made it. I was very lucky, I think, very fortunate. To be honest with you, I'm not going to do that again because I don't think it's worth the risk, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's better just to go, go with what has always worked and what's accepted is again 2 bundles or 50 pieces in each check-in bag. I always check in 2 bags because I'm bringing a lot of stuff for people to donate and to the church there in Havana, in Old Havana, and another 50 in your carry-on. I don't recommend trying to push the envelope and add another 25 in if you're carrying a backpack with your carry-on. But hey, you guys can you're your own man. You can think and make your own decisions. But personally, for me, I don't recommend it. The secondary thing is if any of you guys are traveling through Miami or Lauderdale as a transit point for your first stop back into the U.S., remember that you have to also contend with U.S. Customs in Miami. And, there's a lot of stories about confiscation in Miami. And I know some people personally who have gone through that. And personally, getting out of Cuba with what you want to bring and then bringing it back to the U.S., it's like, you know what? I don't recommend it for anybody. I'm not telling anybody what to do, how to do it. I'm just giving you and sharing with you what I personally do and what my experience is. But I'm not telling people, hey, do this and follow this. That is not what I'm saying. And again, these are pretty much for my own personal consumption. I will, share these with some friends of mine to give them a flavor of Havana. Every time I come back from Havana, I always like to share with friends the taste and the experience that I've had in each trip to Cuba and to Pinar del Rio. But hey, stay tuned for more videos, guys, because you know what? As always, and I'm the only one on YouTube, right? Who else on YouTube shares the cigar experience of Habanos with his viewers? Nobody else, right, brothers? So until the next time, guys, take it easy, enjoy life, and hey, smoke them if you got them. We'll check you in the next video.